soul, feel it in my soul, Lord. Feel it in my soul. Phi Beta Sigma got soul. Phi Beta Sigma got soul. Said Phi Beta Sigma got soul.
January 1914, a month filled with monumental events that would change the course of world history. Woodrow Wilson was beginning the second year of his first term in office as President of the United States. The Ford Motor Company revolutionized the industrial world by introducing assembly line production. The first scheduled passenger airline flight took off from St. Petersburg, Florida. And on January 9, 1914, at Howard University in Washington, D.C., 3 visionary students founded a brotherhood whose fervent mission would be the pursuit of scholastic excellence and service to the community. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Incorporated, was chartered January 9, 1914, with the motto of Culture for Service and Service for Humanity. The 3 founders of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Incorporated, A. Langston Taylor, Leonard F. Morse, and Charles I. Brown, were all outstanding students at Howard University. Abram Langston Taylor was described as a poised and distinguished hard worker. It was Taylor who, in the summer of 1910, formed the idea to establish a fraternity. He was soon to enroll into Howard University, and once there, he began to set his vision into action. By November of 1913, a committee consisting of Taylor, Leonard F. Morse, and Charles I. Brown was meeting at the 12th Street YMCA in Washington, D.C. The 3 laid the foundation of what was to become Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Incorporated. It was A. Langston Taylor who coined the phrase Culture for Service and Service for Humanity, and he is considered the principal founder of Phi Beta Sigma. He served Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity for 12 years as National President, National Secretary, and Field Secretary, and as President of the Distinguished Service Chapter. Although Taylor chose business as a career, in his later life, he developed a passion for historical research and preservation. Taylor was instrumental in preserving Phi Beta Sigma's rich history by providing numerous forms of notes, minutes, and oral history of the fraternity. Founder Taylor passed away in August of 1953. He is buried at the highest peak at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery in Maryland. A. Langston Taylor is considered the greatest name in Phi Beta Sigma. Leonard F. Morse was valedictorian of his integrated high school in Boston, Massachusetts. He graduated from Howard University in 1915, becoming the first person at the university to graduate with 2 bachelor degrees and 3 years of study. Morse also earned a Bachelor of Divinity degree from Wilberforce University and a master's degree from Northwestern University. He earned doctorate degrees in metaphysics and psychology from Indiana's College of Metaphysics. Morse was a student of the Greek language, and he named his new fraternity Phi Beta Sigma. He also wrote Phi Beta Sigma's first constitution and was the first president of the Alpha chapter. 2 of founder Morse's 5 children became members of Phi Beta Sigma, as well as a grandson. Leonard F. Morse was the last living founder of Phi Beta Sigma, and he passed on in May of 1961. Charles I. Brown was very cordial and very popular with the student body and administration at Howard University. He is credited with choosing the 9 charter members of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. He graduated from Howard University in June of 1914. He went on to found the Delta chapter of Phi Beta Sigma at Kansas State University on April 9, 1917. Not much is known of Charles I. Brown after 1931. Some believe that he moved overseas or that he was a casualty of war, as there are government documents that are believed to be his. In the spring of 1949, founder Leonard F. Morse wrote, "We live in daily hope that we shall one day learn the fate of our beloved brother." From the first days of its inception, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated has been an organization that views itself as an essential part of the general community, not an exclusive social club. Skin tones, hair texture, or family affluence and society influence would not matter. Each potential member would be evaluated on his own merits and desire to serve his community. Members would also be strongly encouraged to share knowledge and skills learned at institutions of higher learning with the community. This deep conviction is mirrored in the fraternity's motto, "Culture for Service and Service for Humanity." These strong beliefs and displays of inclusion and community involvement have drawn hundreds of thousands of young men to Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity throughout the past 100 years. Many of them became world-class men of distinction, giving Phi Beta Sigma one of the most impressive member rosters of all African American Greek letter organizations. Among the members of Phi Beta Sigma are In addition to many individual stellar achievements, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity has been a trailblazing entity in itself. It was the first among Black Greek letter organizations to establish alumni chapters, youth mentoring clubs, and to establish collegiate chapters outside of the United States. And Phi Beta Sigma is the only fraternity to hold a constitutional bond with a predominantly African American sorority, Zeta Phi Beta, which was founded on January 16, 1920, also at Howard University. Looking back over the past 100 years, it seems fitting that the colors chosen to represent Phi Beta Sigma are royal blue and white, because history has proven that the sky is the only limit for the men of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Said Phi Beta Sigma got so. Phi Beta Sigma got so. Yeah, I feel it in my soul.